You all can speak. We're going to just give it a few minutes. If you all have anything to say to one another, welcoming each other. We're going to start probably in about the next 4 minutes, which will be 8:05. We won't hold you long because this has been a long day for anybody that had to attend certification. I did certification. I got you guys' numbers together. That's a manual job. So I'm going to ask the captains for next week for you to get your team. And my week will always end on the week before, the Sunday before. So the 28th is what I have the numbers up to, because you still have time tonight, and who knows, those points might make a difference in somebody's placement, okay? So I'm gonna give all the numbers tonight. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the top 3 team captains talking to you guys tonight and saying and sharing what works. I'm excited about this group of people. I just think that we should keep this group together, really. I'm not saying we won't admit other people, because we will, but it's like, I mean, you guys are really doing it. And it's so awesome watching you all become leaders, different people taking their own groups and being able to duplicate the same system or whatever you need to do. But that's what companies do when they start producing those leaders that are the heads of the companies that'll be here, because you guys put the work in the beginning. And just think of it, everybody coming into the organization is going to be in probably one of you all's teams, so that feels real good, because I've been with companies and to be able to say the people that started, that went to work and really took advantage of the opportunity that they had. And so as cohesively, all of us together, even though you all are on different teams, you bring out the best in each other. So I'm just glad of what's going on. And this is going to be a night that you all get to ask some questions that you might have. And like I said, we're going to have the top 3 captains on, but we're going to give you all the numbers. Everybody's going to hear their numbers. While we're waiting, anybody have anything to say? We got 1 more minute.
Well, I just want to say good evening. This is Ma Mitchell. How you doing, everybody?
Hey there.
I just want to say I've been enjoying myself. My team is, they just can't get over how much I've enjoyed myself being on this team and doing this massive run, honey. I'm just so excited, just having so much fun, just planning ideas, looking and seeing what other people are doing. And just some good old friendly competition. I just love it. And I'm glad to hear that you're saying that we should continue the groups, because we talked about the same thing. Continue the teams.
This will be our special group, our special page. And again, let me just mention this. I still see a lot of people inviting people to the Wakana Massive Action page. And I don't know if you all are thinking you're doing it to the our group page, Wakana for Life. But unless you are participating in Massive Action, there's really no reason for you to be on that page, because you guys have to keep it exclusive for those that are participating. So I know a lot of times I just see a lot of people that have been invited, and I don't let them in, because again, it's only for the participants of the Wakana Massive Action. And I don't want you all to think that they do need to be on Wakana for Life, because that's what we preach all the time. So for those of you all that are directing people here, make sure you've also put them on Wakana for Life, because that's the page that new people need to be on, whether they're guests or who prospects, who customers, distributors, but only the people participating in the Massive Action are able to speak here. So I know I see 2 of our top 3 leaders, but I'm sure the other 2 are coming. And if not, I see representation from those teams. So I'll bring that person up until maybe we should start. Would you guys like me to start with the numbers? Where do you want?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Y'all smiling. That ain't no good. That's no good. So it is 7. Oh, it's 8:06. So I am going to
Read them slow.
everybody's gonna get it, so you can take your pen and paper.
All right.
They might not be in the order. I'm just gonna go down the line that I have the order in, and I'm trying to see how am I gonna show my screen. I'm not gonna show my screen. I'm just gonna tell you what the numbers are, okay? So, Team Meraki, which is the captain is Kendra Jackson. Are you there? Okay, the numbers for the 9th week. No, so this is the numbers ending on March 28th, Sunday, March 28th. And that number for that team is 4419.45. So if Kendra, the captain, isn't on, anybody that's from Team Meraki on the, where Kendra Jackson is the captain, please write that number down, 4419.45. Next up is gonna be Team Just Do It. Just Do It. And that captain is Gigi Harris. And those numbers are 9,695.63. Okay, that's Team Just Do It. Next up is Team Royalty. That's with the Julia is the captain. I like to call her Lala because I like to do her name justice and not murder. So Lala's team, 17,464.34. Let's give them a hand, guys. And then, I don't hear y'all clapping. And then Team Wakana Diamonds. That's Captain, thank you. Captain, everybody should be getting a hand. Captain Terry Anderson.
All right, all right.
All right, that number is 9,711.88. Let's give everybody a hand, guys. So, all right. So diamonds in the making.
All right, all right.
Robinson. The captain is Crystal Robinson. And that number is 18,246. So guys, that's less than 1,000. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys, you see how these are, she's so far there in 2nd place, and Team Royalty is in 3rd place so far. Now the next one, that Quiet Storm, that team is at 22,225.81. Let's give them a hand.
All right.
Phyllis, can you repeat our number? They were clapping, I didn't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong on, I know Mooney ain't said a word. I know he didn't check them numbers. That was wrong for Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm is 25,158.01.
All right.
Somebody asked me to repeat something. Is that what you wanted me to repeat?
No, but that's even better. I just didn't hear it.
Oh, that's Ernestine. Okay. Okay. The next team is Team Diamond. Guys, if you're not talking, could you put your lines on mute?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay. So Team Diamond, your number is 4,081.50. Let's give them a hand, guys. Woo! Then we have Team Lit. The captain is Marguerite Wright, and that number is 6,788.23. Let's give them a hand.
Yay!
And that next group is Path to Freedom. That's Sylvia Covington, who is the team captain, and that number is 6,112.25. Let's give them a hand.
Woo!
Okay, then we have team top level, Captain Shannon King, and that number is 4,006.58. Give them a hand, guys.
Woo!
Team Infinite, headed by Captain Shawana Davis. That number is 6,913.99.
Go.
Right, all right.
All right.
What was the name of that team? What was the
Now
name of
here comes Team No Stopping Us.
that? Okay.
Dr. Roz as the captain.
No stopping us.
And that number is 6,199.45. Let's give them a hand, you guys.
Woo!
So Diamond Journey, headed up by Fatima Horn. That number is 5701.35.
And that again?
Congratulations!
Then you have Team Divine Diamond. That captain is Fran Boyd, and that number is 5708.01.
Oh,
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Then you have Lorraine Sylvester's group, and that number is 2,058.45.
All right.
Right.
And then the Carbonado, headed up by Sam Haziz, and that group is at 6,007.42. And that ends round off, guys. Again, we have the top three, which is Team Royalty, Quiet Storm, and Diamonds in the Making. So I want
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
one of you guys,
Everybody.
phenomenal.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yes, I see leadership stepping up. I see people becoming a ranking and going to the next level. And this is like the first time we did it. So you're feeling your way. And now you kind of know what it takes to do it. Now I'm going to challenge you the next time, and we're going to be a lot more aggressive, because massive action. I'm going to give you all some examples of past stuff, but for what we've done now as a team, I'm just so proud of you all. I don't know what to do, because it's not any, I don't know of anybody here that has been a 6 or 7 figure earner in the networking industry before. And so for you guys, learning the basics, using your systems, working together, comrades, supporting, keeping each other accountable, that's the basis and the foundation. And you can go anywhere you want to go from here. So I just commend you all, and I just want to give you all a great hand. And so, like I promised, now before I go further, are there any questions at this point?
Now, Phyllis, this is CV, correct, for those weeks?
This is CV.
Correct. Okay, thank you.
Personals I didn't touch, but I can name some personals that have some personal CV, because you can win as a team, and you can win as a individual on CV. And so let's talk about that tonight. I didn't give you the correct numbers. I mean, I did give you the correct numbers, but I didn't give you all the numbers. But let me tell you I know from memory, who's out there personal with CV personal. That would be Natoya Brown. That would be Robinson.
Congratulations.
Weathersby.
Congratulations.
So I want to give all of you a heads up. That's not all, but that's who is kind of at the top from my memory. Like I said, this was a manual thing. I spent all day yesterday going through it. Guys, the captains, to help me out. For the last week, I will tally up. But if you want your numbers next week, come on, captains. I need you all to do the numbers for me from the 29th through whatever last Sundays. I mean, this Sunday. What's today? 29th?
The 11th.
No, something I'm missing.
Well, we started on Monday or something.
Let me see where I went through. Hold on.
Because the first started in the middle of the month. I mean, the middle of the week.
Yeah, hold on. But anyway, I don't know how this, we got a little time and I know it's been a long day for everybody. So,
March 29th to
I'll give you all the numbers that I need for next week, okay? If you all can help me out that way, I would appreciate it.
So now what days are we counting from?
So you're counting from the Monday starts the week and it ends on Sunday. That's why I don't bring you up to Sunday, because I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all capable of doing anything. So tonight, y'all might have some orders y'all putting in and I wouldn't want to short you at all. So I always leave that Sunday to the next week, okay? Because you still have time before 12 o'clock to put some orders in.
So it's March 29th to April the 4th.
Yes, that would be the next one. Okay, so guys, let's talk to the top 3 captains and kind of share with the team what you're doing, and also let the team ask you questions. Now we're going to start with our 3rd place runner, but you know what? Between 2 and 3, y'all just kicking butt. I'm so excited about this fight. I'm just gonna egg it on because y'all are doing great things. But Lala, let's talk about what you're doing and how your team is working.
So what are we doing? Well, from the very beginning of coming into China, you always said activity. Well, we were there on 106. So that's really what has fueled us, our activity. It was a no-brainer for me to create a brand for the group. So we did that right away, coming in the gate. We branded ourselves. And the team is 80% of part-time individuals. The commitment levels from the very beginning with the pledge sheets and activities. So we just had to really come up with the synergy and strategize on who was going to fulfill what functions. But we really worked together, and we started out in February with, I want to say, 8 events to get us warmed up. And then March, we came with 13. And then this month, we have an event every single day, and we are closing out with a 24-hour marathon.
So tell me, let's be specific. You
Okay.
said events, and
Yes.
let's talk about those events, because I've been to a few
Right.
and just cover the gamut and invite so many people in that
Right.
probably wouldn't be. So talk about
Right.
this.
So the events all had a function. There is currently always a product that we are aiming to target with our events. And that would be just, for anything that you do, you need something, the focal point. So with our, just say, for example, our Valentine's Day, we targeted the Zoom in for love. We targeted the romance line. Those were the things that we targeted for that. We had events that we targeted just the gummies. We had events that we targeted joining the business. So when we did the fireside chat, the Marijuana Tax Act law, the deck, the slideshow was created and put together to focus on the inability to get into the industry and the prohibition, so that when we closed it out, we could really hone in on now is the time to join. So each event has a function, a purpose, a target. You know, there's no randomness in branding, period. There's nothing random about what we do. So everything is really intentional. You know, and so I know that the challenge, the Detox Tea Challenge, really was highlighted, but that was, you know, it was part of the plan. It was one of many. It was part of the plan. I believe we sold over 100 bags of bitters, and
a whole lot of people cleaned out, girl. Yeah.
So yeah, so now we're following up. You know, we have part 2 of that, which is the dynamic duo. The first was the detox, and now it's the defense. So we're aiming for the defense tea, the immune line of the company. So we've done events that target, I think, every area and every product that Wakana sells.
And so what happens with that is that you come out and you think about what is beneficial to Wakana, to the audience that you're talking to, and you can target it. And by us having so many versatile products with CBD, we can, I mean, each and every one of you on here can just do that same thing. And one thing I like to share is that when I see something that works, when it, you know, a lot of people have, and I've said this, you've heard me, I'm not doing that. They'll think I'm copying. If something works, copy it. Everybody should be blowing up that bitters challenge, y'all, because each of you all have a different set of people on your Facebook page. Get together and just think about what that does for the company. And at the end of the day, I did my detox challenge today, y'all. I'm inviting people to my challenge. I got some more information for them tomorrow, because the second part of my detox is that the coffee comes right in. Get that waste out, get that weight down. And so, I mean, so when you see a team that's moving, don't be afraid to do the same thing, because Facebook is billions of people. And so everybody has a different audience. And even if you have some of the same audience and they keep seeing, boy, they doing this thing, they doing it. And again, sampling, people are hitting me up. Where do I go to get mine? I need to have the bitters. And I didn't make Wakana the thing. I followed you all's lead. It wasn't about Wakana. It was about detoxing and getting ready for the summertime, because we've taken off these coats. So guys, I commend you all. I'm excited. And you are a branding expert. So we're going to have you do some classes, because again, this massive action group is going to set Wakana, take it all the way to the next level. We definitely will invite more people, because as we're developing, you're bringing people on. As you're doing that, each of you all are putting yourselves in position to hit diamond, because when you just work on 2 or 3 legs, that means you're always struggling to keep those. But when you're constantly bringing people into your business as customers, because some of those customers are going to be distributors. But when you're constantly bringing them in, when it's time for you to start hitting diamond, diamond 3, diamond 2, you are already positioned, because you have sponsored enough people to carry that. And so I know a few of you know what I'm talking about when you're talking about juggling legs. You want to get people so that you don't ever have that worry, guys, to make sure you're personally sponsoring, personally spending time, so that you are building a great foundation. So when it's time to go diamond, you're not struggling.
You know, Phyllis, I just want to say one more thing about the team effort, and I think that is really important. These ladies have just really, everybody has been the foundation, the glue, the pillars, and you know, it's a completely synergized effort here, and this would not be possible without everybody working together, because we've done a lot of events, and for the most part, people just come on if they can come on, you know, but we all have worked together. There's no big I's and little U's. And that is really important, that people, the voice is valued. The opinions are valued. You know, I may have came with something and they're like, okay, well, why don't we shift it, or why don't we, you know, so that part is really important, and you have to have that, you know. And so I think about that in terms of now taking this back to my first level, you know.
Absolutely.
And working these same strategies with my first level, so that, you know, I can really see how this thing will pan out, you know. So yeah,
And that's what
we're doing with everybody. Everybody has been challenged. Take these strategies back to your teams. That's really important.
That's the big takeaway from this, guys, because you're talking about building an organization that creates legacy. It is learning and teaching the system to continue to go down and down and down. So all of you all might not be connected, but each and every one of you have the skill to take the system and work it throughout your own personal organization. And we're going to start doing some training on how to really maximize this compensation plan. Because once you maximize this compensation plan and get paid on all 7 levels, then the sky is the limit. And not only you're going to do that, but you're going to have your team doing that too. Those numbers get pretty darn exciting. And the deal is, we have phenomenal products until those customers feel like, oh, I better do this. I'm referring Lala all these customers. I better start being a distributor. You don't have to push them there. Just let them use great products. Take the ones that want to be distributors and teach them the system. That's going to make unbelievable checks. So going right ahead to Crystal. Thank you, Lala, for everything you and Team Royalty do. You all are phenomenal.
I just need to say we are Royalty 10.
I'm sorry.
There's a 10
What
there.
did I say?
Royalty, and that's fine. We are Royalty 10, the queens of
I said royalty.
Royalty 10.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You won't have to tell me that again, girl.
Thank you.
I love me some Lala. Okay, let's go right over to Crystal Robinson. Diamonds in the making.
Hi. Congratulations, Lala and Team Royalty 10. We coming for y'all. Don't even worry about it. So, Phil, thank you for inviting me. I just wanted to say I'm so proud to be the team leader of Team Diamonds in the Making, but it's not me, it's them. I have to tell you guys, these ladies, I don't know if y'all know, but Ma Mitchell, Queen Elizabeth, Diana Coleman, those are 3 amigas. Y'all paired me up with the right ones. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And not to leave out Erica and Troy and Yvette and Cherie and Lisa and Dr. Evelyn. So that's
Kenyatta.
And Kenyatta. I apologize. You know, I ain't forgot Kenyatta. And Kenyatta. Thank you, Ma Mitchell. What we've done strategically, Phyllis, since day one, what I did strategically was to check in with each one of my team members right off the bat to see what they were strong in, what they were lacking, what areas of opportunities we had, and then to find out who did or did not know how to do the presentation, who did or did not want to do the presentation, who needed to be trained on how to do the presentations. So from February 1st all the way through the end of February and into March, our biggest focus has been on learning how to do the presentation and getting everybody comfortable. We broke it up into pieces, into first part, second part. I had everybody training on how to do this and how to do that. We're still in it, we're still training, but I have to tell you guys, we've done so many grand openings right off the bat. We hit them hard with grand openings and launch parties. And so we're still doing that. So it's not just me, it's the whole team coming together. The other thing that we're doing is checking in. We have a group chat. We have a group text, and then we also email back and forth. And then we have our Friday night meetings. And we sometimes meet on Saturdays, but generally it's just the Friday night meetings. But those meetings end up being an hour and a half to 2 hours, because it's not just a simple, hey, how y'all doing? Everybody gets the opportunity to say how their week went, what areas they need help with, what areas were successful that week. And so I'm really just pushing everybody to book the parties, schedule the events. That's the biggest thing that I think that has helped us all, in addition to Mom Mitchell pushing the team as well to get out there and make the calls and get in touch with people and just, do what needs to be done. And so what I'm seeing from this group is, I call them my baby birds. I have pushed several of my baby birds out of the nest because it's time for them to flap their wings and do these presentations. So as we're doing that, I just see that taking us to the next level, because they don't need me to do each presentation. And that's a wonderful thing. Not that I don't like helping, because I do, but it's nothing like seeing your children or your baby birds flying and soaring to higher heights. And so that's basically what I did. Checked in with everybody to see what they needed, and then provided it to the best of my ability. And then making sure that we all are communicating with each other as best as possible. And I think that's it.
Well, awesome, awesome, awesome. I think you all are doing a phenomenal job. Don't be afraid to kick them out of the nest, because remember, that means you're going from dependence on to independent, duplication. And one other thing that you said that made me think, she's kicking you guys out of the nest. What I'm thinking, next time that we do this, that each of you all are the captains. Just think about it. The people that you have gotten into your business from this one that we're doing, you need to make sure that they are there to be a captain of their group. Okay, maybe we'll put 2 or 3 together. Maybe we have to, but we need to have some new leaders and new captains stepping it up. And whoever does not want to do the presentation, whoever is holding back, all I want you to remember is the people at the front of the room make the biggest paychecks. So that might be some incentive for you to get over your fears, to get out of your comfort zone. And it's okay to be afraid. I think every one of us at some point are afraid every day, every single day. But it's the difference of getting out of your comfort zone. So thank you, Diamonds in the Making, and your team is phenomenal. All of you all are. I am just so flat out excited about this whole group. I don't know what to do. So good. And we're gonna now go to Minister Mooney. Now I don't see you on my screen anymore. Where are you?
He chicken out.
He's up there. He up there.
He ran off.
He's scared.
He laid
He
back
got
and
scared.
fooling nobody.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
wow.
wow. So,
Stop.
That a man? That a minister?
you
Y'all
gotta
don't
know
stop.
that they're coming for you. I know you know that they're coming for Quiet Storm.
You know what? You know what? I'm looking at Mom Mitchell's comment. Mom Mitchell be hitting
What's
me
she
hard.
saying?
Mom Mitchell says she coming for me.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I gotta look at these while you're talking.
But I got to say this to Minister Moody. Honest to goodness, I've been listening to you and all of the leaders since I got in this company. And I tell you, Minister, you motivate me. Because when I'm looking, I'm counting the numbers. I tell the team, I said, we only 5,000 behind him. And I know he running. I know he gonna do this. We can catch him. We can catch him, so you are very, very motivating, and I'm like, man, we running with the diamond.
I love that. I love it.
I feel good, and I feel, you're motivating. I thank you for that. I thank you.
That's the secret. That's really the key, is momentum. Right? Now, you all's momentum is actually fueling our team. So when we first started, what we looked at was the numbers. Money making activity is always, regardless of whatever we do, money making activity is always the foundation of what we do. So what are those things that make money, especially when you're talking about CV and you're talking about contests, especially? So what we looked at was we broke down the numbers. There's 10 of us. And I shared this with everybody in the very beginning. I said, let's eat it. Don't bite off the elephant all at once. Let's eat it bit by bit, little by little. And so what we shared as a team, and it was interesting because some people may say, well, that's all Minister Mooney's team. No, it's not. Or that's all Emeralds and Rubies. No, it's not. We have average people, right, who are coachable and who are hungry and who were willing. And the formula we put together was 33,000. It's 10 of us. Minimum, everybody had to do 1,000 a month. Minimum. And then what we said, let's take a big piece of this elephant in the beginning of that 1,000, and everybody in the first month push past 1,000 by hook or crook. And that's what we did. And regardless of what happened, we just bound as a team. This wasn't one person's ever team. We stayed in momentum and we balanced each other out and visualized it. So every single team member saw the other team members' numbers. Every single team member saw their numbers as well as the other person's numbers. So nobody was being left behind. Nobody. So if somebody had a 0 in week number 2, by week number 4, they got 1,000. And if somebody had 2,500 in week number 3, by week number 4, people were trying to get close to that 2,500. So it's momentum. And the activity was simply like some of you all said it. The challenges that came up, Minister Ernestine being very creative with her. It was a challenge where the $48 and under, she shared it on the call, 48, and she did in a weekend, that challenge. Bitters challenge, us going, and following that worksheet was really crucial. We challenged each other to make sure that we were doing the money-making activity in the worksheet. So Wakana had laid out every single thing. We didn't have to do anything extra. We just had to make sure the numbers we focused on, and we still focus on the numbers in that worksheet, and we are still not sprinting. We're sprinting this month. So listen, and I'm gonna share with you. My goal for this month is $5,000.
But CV, today what it's for?
And CV, my team knows, and I'm telling you all that our goal is 5,000. I challenge everybody on my team, $5,000 this month.
So let me just tell you what you did. You claimed it. Then you went and told somebody. In this case, you told 58 people. And now you got to go do it. You got to go make it happen. That's what it is. You claim it, you tell the world, and then you go make it happen.
Yeah, there was nothing real special, nothing, just claim, like Phyllis said, we claimed it. We put the vision in our sight so we could see it every single day, every single week, and no excuses.
Awesome.
And like I say, I got shout out because we deserved, I can give my team a shout out, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think
Shout out to Ann, look, just so you all know,
Oh,
shout out
yes.
Ann Hawkins, Dr. Betty, Francine, Teresa, Miss Bertha, Dr. Conti, Gia, Robin, and Minister Ernestine. And let me say this. You all may think that myself, Dr. Conti, and Dr. Betty were leading. No. It was Gia, it was the average people in our team that was leading the team with no titles.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Awesome, awesome.
So congratulations, ladies, y'all. I'm super.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. So that
Congratulations.
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 We still coming
Congratulations
for
to
you.
everyone.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
I love Wakana.
I
We
love
still
that
coming
this
for you,
team
Bonnie.
is so sharing and so giving, because in this industry, that doesn't often happen. But we are the jewel in the industry of social selling, because our mission is so much greater than just a company. We want to build a nation so that many people around the country, around the world, can benefit from something we want to leave legacy,
Yes.
freedom, health, and wealth for our families. And so I'm just excited about all of you all. And so it comes back again to, what do we do next? Well, this week is our last week before our 2-year anniversary.
Yes.
You want to see some things go off? I know that Lala Royalty 10 has a promotion to go out there and sell all their inventory so that they can come back and buy more inventory so that they can go out and get their people in. And so that's a good idea. And I want you all to be thinking business minded all the time. When we say go out and hit your CV because that is what's building customers. And when you do 500, you can see 1,000. When you do 1,000, you can see 2,500. And as in Minister Mooney's case, now he sees 5,000. But what does that mean? That means you have your money because you pay taxes on those free products. So now you got to show your tax person that I turned around and I use these free products to go for my business to market, and I'm telling you, it's sample time, and we have some phenomenal sampling products, our gummies, our topicals, and the way the gummies are going to be soon. Where is that? Can somebody mute yourself, or do I need to mute you? Because I love to hear the baby, but and you're talking to the baby, so that's the one. Could you just mute it? But those gummies are going to be so much easier. I went out today and I sampled product and got return. Guys, I don't want you to go sampling if you don't get something in return. That's the key thing, because again, you're thinking business. So every sample you get costs you something. You always got to get something back. And if they don't want to give it, just, oh, no, you can't give me your contact, I can't follow up with you, then that's not a good business move. Don't feel bad about doing that, because you are running a corporation. You are a CEO, and you got to think like one from day one. And then this week, get people to the conference, make sure, because the conference is going to be phenomenal. Like I said, I've earned income just from the class we took. And this is the Wealth Conference. This is our 2nd year anniversary, but it's the Wealth Pillars Conference. Each of us have our time. So we're talking about making and creating generational wealth, and it can be done. So guys, make sure you have people here at the conference. And again, do whatever you put them on. You don't want the conference to be their first exposure. You want the videos to be out. You want them maybe to have gotten on a Zoom this week, and the conference is going to close the deal. Because after they see that conference, they've already seen everything else. They're going to make that decision, and the decision won't be hard. Okay? So you remember that saying, 7 exposures before people make a decision. So at least get them the brochure, the 3 videos, the Zoom, and then the conference call, close the deal. And get some 3-ways in there, because Minister Mooney, how often do you use 3-ways in your business?
I don't do without them. My team doesn't do without them.
Lala, how many times do you use 3-ways in your business in closing your team members? Unmute.
All the time.
Okay. And I know you call me. That's fine though. I love it. And last but not least, that's what it's about. Last but not least, Crystal, do you?
Everybody you've ever I've done a three-way with has closed. Everybody.
And let me just give you another little heads up on three ways. So somebody gets in, they gonna close, they say yeah, and you stop, but they didn't come in with a full crown, or they might have came in with a stimulus or a millennial. But what you do, and even if they came in with a crown, what you still do is do a three-way. Why? For that person that came in with a millennial or a stimulus, the closer, your three-way, your upline, can take them to the next level. Trust me, it's like, Lala, why would you not get started? You say you love this industry, you've been wanting to get in. I want you to have the fastest possible way to success that you can. And when you buy that full crown jewel, you're setting yourself up to win. You got product to sell, and you got product to sample. You just made the decision to win in this industry. If you've joined if you came in with a full crown jewel, your upline is saying, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you, Lala, to join us on this journey. Your sponsor, Elizabeth, I'm just using the name, is one of the best team players that we have. You got with a good partner that's going to support you and help you meet your goals. And I'm here to help you also. So my point is that new person that just spent $1,000 came in, but they were welcomed by somebody that says, hey, I'm investing in you and I'm going to help you get your goals. So guys, don't miss that three-way. Mooney, did you want to say something? Oh, I thought you're on mute. I thought you were saying something when I was talking.
No, not, you know what, you hit everything. I was looking at all the numbers, and I just wanted to really say how wonderful, like, this group is amazing, you know, and I want to say how everybody here has taken on the challenge, are actually leaders, confirming just what you said, Phyllis, in this whole company. Mm-hmm. This is just the first step. But when I'm looking at these numbers overall, I'm like, this is phenomenal. This, the last 3 months, you all are phenomenal, and we're still not done. We still have 3 weeks to go, and we have a whole conference. So if I can compel you, like, don't pay attention to anybody else's numbers. Look at your number as a team, look at your number as an individual, and how can you make it better in the next 3 weeks? Whatever you did last week or the previous week before that, double it. Make it better this week. Make it better the next week. So prayerfully, and I'm going to say this because I know how this can kind of go, don't curl up. Don't tap out, right? I love the fact, and I love this energy, which is what it, and I say it fuels us, because, my Mitchell, who just spoke and said, I'm watching you. This is what we going for. This is what, now she ain't never put it in her head that she can't hit it. And I love that energy. And it's really fueling her whole team. I know they catching up, because she like, I'm gonna catch you. So don't look at anything else. I don't care what your numbers look like. Who wants to hit? I think you get a commission at Pearl. Am I right? You get a commission at Pearl. Who's going to hit Pearl this month? Anybody can hit Pearl this month. You want a commission there's a lot of people that can hit Sapphire. There's still money on the table, which means you should still be running. I don't care what these numbers look like.
I don't think nobody should be stopping running. So I think they got that. I think they run.
Good. I'm just, the devil sneak in, and, I just make sure I tell him to go kick rocks.
Okay, guys. So are there any questions before we end? We are almost at an hour, and I know you've had a long day. Yes, Crystal.
Yep, you were gonna ask me if I had been doing 3 ways. Did I?
Yeah, I'm sorry, dear. Give me your 3 ways.
Okay, no No problem at all. But I wanted to be transparent to say, and you know this, I had not been. I
Okay.
really hadn't. But guess what? We doing them now. And now the team members are calling me to be that three-way person. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I am supposed to be doing this. I can do it. And I remember Coach Dan's call when he tore down that three-way call from beginning to end. And that was super helpful when he did that training. So I'm just saying the three-way calls are definitely beneficial, 100% for sure.
Yes, they closed the deal.
And then the other thing I wanted to add, if it's okay,
Sure.
we're looking past April 30th. This team that y'all put me with, that you all have synchronistically put me with, we're already into June and July and August, just so you know.
We got some
So
plans
these
for you.
daily habits and everything that we're doing and we've been doing since February, all of this is foundation. We're going to keep this moving and keep it going as a team as well as individually. So this just really helped us to put it all together where we could see it and really, really see it in a 90-day package. But this will be everyday standard operating procedure. That's how we're looking at it.
Awesome. And that's the whole deal. It's developed so much leadership that, I got everything that I wanted out of this because now you all can see it and keep on going, and you have lived it. So now it goes to the next level. And just let me say this before leaving, and y'all are awesome because nobody has asked me anything about the LEAD program, and that's almost impossible. I know you all are waiting. Well, guess what? We're almost there. We're almost there. Can you see finishing off the massive action with the LEAD program? But we might have to extend some things so you can really get your run because you guys you all will have the leads. This is the group that will start off our LEAD program. So don't worry that we didn't have them for the first 2.5 months. Whatever we need, we're going to get those leads. That's a promise. So with that being said, I think we can end this until in the morning and wake up with Wakana. There are no more questions. Good.
Thank you, Phyllis. Yes.
Thank you, Phyllis. Good job, everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations,
Awesome job.
Congratulations, everyone.
Go.
All right.
Everyone.
Thank you for sharing, everybody.
Thank you.
Great job, everybody.
Thank you for sharing. Awesome. I hate to let y'all go, but I'm gone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.